Hello dear students, welcome to Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. This is Jigyasha Prajapati presenting here class 3rd Computer Science video lectures of Chapter 8 Introduction to MSW Logo. Students, in the previous video of this chapter, we have learned about MSW logo programming language and its interface. Okay. Now, in this video, we are going to cover up remaining topics. First, we have logo primitives, creating shapes in MSW logo, bookwork, followed by the copywork of this chapter. So, students, you have to open your computer book at page number 83. Okay. Now, we will start with our next topic, which is logo primitives. In the MSW logo, we write primitives in the command input box. So, whenever you want to give commands to the MSW logo, then you have to write those commands in the command input box. Okay. And press execute button or enter key to make them work. So, students, first you have to write the command in the command input box, and then to run the commands you have to click on the execute button. Okay. Next, some primitives are given below. So, now we will see some primitives given by the MSW logo. Okay. So, our first primitive is forward, or you can write it as FD. The forward primitive moves the turtle forward by the given number of steps. Okay. So, forward primitive के through आपका turtle forward direction में move होता है by the given number of steps. Okay. Let's see. The syntax of the FD primitive is FD space followed by number of steps and enter key. Okay. Now, we will see the example of this forward primitive. FD space followed by 40 and then you have to press the enter key. Students, when you give this command in the command input box, then here you can see your turtle in the main screen will move in the forward direction by the 40 steps. Okay. Now, we will see our next primitive provided by the MSW logo, which is back primitive, or you can write it as BK. The back primitive moves the turtle back by the given number of steps. Okay students, so back primitive के through आप turtle को back direction में move कर सकते हैं by the given number of steps. Okay. Now we will see the syntax of this back primitive. Syntax is BK space followed by number of steps and then you have to press the enter key. So the example of this back primitive is you have to write BK space 70 and then you have to press the enter key. Students, when you write this command into command input box, then you can see the output in the main screen window. Okay, and here you can see this is the main screen window of the MSW logo. Okay, and here you can see, student, your turtle has been moved in the back direction by the 70 steps. Okay, so this is the output of this backward primitive. Okay, now we will move our next primitive, which is right primitive, or you can write it as RT primitive. The right primitive turns the turtle's head towards the right direction, means clockwise. Students, right primitive turtle के head को move करता है in the right direction, or you can say the clockwise. Okay. Now we will see the syntax of right primitive. The syntax is you have to write RT space followed by number of steps and then you have to press the enter key. Okay. So now we will see the example of this RT primitive. So you have to write capital RT space 90 and then you have to press the enter key. Okay. So you have to write this command in the command input box. Okay. So when you press the enter key, here the main screen window of the MSW logo, you can see the turtle's head has been turned into the right direction. Okay, so this is the right direction of the turtle's head. Now we will move to our next primitive, which is left primitive, or you can write it as LT primitive. The left primitive turns the turtle's head towards the left direction, means anti-clockwise. Okay, so left primitive जो है students right primitive के oppositely work करता है. It means left primitive will turns the turtle's head into the left direction. Okay, so the syntax of the LT primitive is LT space followed by number of steps and then you have to press the enter key. Okay. Now we will see the example of this LT primitive. So in the command input box you have to write LT space 90 and then you have to press the enter key. Okay, and in the output of this command you can see in the main screen window your turtle's head has been turned into the left direction. Okay, or we can say the turtle's head has been turned into the anti-clockwise direction. Okay students, so this is the output of the left primitive. Now we will see the next primitive provided by the MSW logo, which is home primitive. The home primitive sends the turtle to its home, means in the center of the screen. Students, we know the center of the main screen is known as the turtle's home. Okay, तो आपके main screen का जो center location होता है, it is known as the turtle's home. Let's see the syntax and example of the home primitive. For this, you have to type home in the command input box and then you have to press the enter key. Okay, then your turtle will move at its home, okay, at the center location of the main screen. Okay students, now next primitive we have by primitive. The by primitive brings you out of the MSW logo window. Students, whenever you want to move out from the MSW logo window, then you can simply write by in the command input box. Okay, and then you have to press the enter key. Okay, so now we will see the syntax and example of this by primitive. Here in the command input box you have to simply write by and then you have to press the enter key. Okay, when you press the enter key you will easily moved out from the MSW logo window. Okay students, now by using these primitive we will create some shapes in the MSW logo. Okay, so our next topic is creating shapes in MSW logo. Let us draw some shapes in the MSW logo by using the learned commands. So students, अभी हमने जो भी primitives देखे हैं, जो भी commands देखे हैं, now we will use those commands to create shape in the MSW logo. Okay. So to create the first shape, we have some commands. Okay. So here the first command we have FD30. Okay. So when we write FD30, this FD30 command will move your turtle in the forward direction. Okay. So this will move your turtle in the up direction. Okay, by the 30 steps. Okay, in the forward direction. Okay. Next we have RT90. Students, when you write RT90 command in the command input box and then you have to press the enter key. Okay, and here you can see the output in the main screen window. Your turtle's head. Now your turtle's head has been turned in the right direction. Okay, so here you can see this turtle has been turned in the right direction by the 90 degree. Okay, next command we have FD60. This command move your turtle in the forward direction by the 60 steps. Okay, so this is your 60 steps and now here your turtle's position. Okay, so here you can see this is your shape. Okay students, now we will see the next shape. Here the first command we have FD50. Okay, this FD50 command will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 50 steps. Okay, so this is your 50 steps in the forward direction and here your turtle. Okay, in the forward direction. Next command we have LT space 60. Okay, this LT space 60 command will turn your turtle's head into the left direction by the 60 degree. Okay, so here you can see this is your turtle. Now your turtle's head will be turned in the left direction by the 60 degree. Okay, so this is the 60 degree. Now next command we have FD space 50. This command will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 50 steps. Okay, so this will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 50 steps. Okay, so this is your shape which will be created on your main screen by using these three commands. Okay students, now we will see how to create a square using MSW logo. Okay, for this we have to write some commands in the command input box. Okay, so our first command is FD space 30. Students, when you write FD space 30 in the command input box, then this command will move your turtle in the forward direction. Okay, like this. Okay, and here you can see the position of the turtle in your main screen window. Okay, it means this command will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 30 steps. Now next command we have anti space 90. Students, this command will turn the turtle's head in the left direction by the 90 degree. Okay, so now your turtle's direction is like this. Okay, so here you can see student your turtle's head again by the 30 steps. Okay. Next command we have LT90. Students, this LT90 command will turn your turtle's head in the left direction by the 90 degree. Okay. So now your turtle's head will be moved will be turned in this direction. Okay, by the 90 degree. Now next command we have LT30. Okay. This LT30 command will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 30 steps like this. Okay students. Now next command we have LT space 90. Again this LT space 90 command will turn the turtle head in the left direction by the 90 degree. Okay. So here you can see your turtle position like this. Okay. Here we have head of the turtle. Now the next command, or you can say last command, FD space 30. This FD space 30 command will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 30 steps like this. Okay, and now you can see this is your turtle's position. Okay, here you can see this is your turtle position. So students, this is the way to create any shape in the MSW logo. Now we will see the practical how to create different shape in the MSW logo. Students, to see the practical, first we have to start the MSW logo on our computer. Okay, so here you can see this is the MSW logo icon. You have to click on it. Then the MSW logo window will be appear on your computer. Okay, here you can see the main screen window and the commander window. Okay, so first you have to open page number 86 in your computer book. Okay, on the page number 86 we have different shapes that we will create in this MSW logo. Now we will start with our first shape. For this we have to write in the command input box FD 50 and then you have to click on the execute key. Here you can see student, in the main screen your turtle has been moved in the forward direction by the 50 steps. Okay, now we will write next command RT space 90 and then you have to click on the execute button, and here you can see students, your turtle's head has been turned into the right direction. Okay, now we will write the next command FD space 70. Okay, then we have to press again execute key. Okay, here you can see students, our first shape has been created in the MSW logo main screen window. Okay, now we will see our next practical. For this, in the command input box we will write FD 50, then click on the execute button. Here you can see your turtle has been moved into the forward direction by the 50 steps. Next command LT 60 and then execute button, and here you can see students, your turtle's head has been turned by the 60 degree. Okay students, now we will write our next command FD space 70, then click on the execute button, and here you can see students, your turtle has been moved into the forward direction by the 70 steps. Okay, so these are two shapes that we have created using the MSW logo primitives. Okay, so now we will see how to create rectangle in the MSW logo. Okay, so to create the rectangle in the MSW logo, the first command we have FD space 40 and then enter key, then next command RT space 90, enter. Here you can see students, your turtle's head has been turned by the 90 degree. Now the next command FD 80, then enter, and here you can see your turtle has been moved in the forward direction by 80 steps. Next command RT 90, enter. You can see your turtle's head has been turned by the 90 degree. Next command FD 40, next RT 90 again, and the last command we have FD 80. Okay, so here you can see students, your rectangle has been created in the MSW logo. So here to create the rectangle I have used only two primitive, FD primitive and the RT primitive. Okay, now we will see the next shape, which is triangle shape. So now we will see how to create triangle shape in the MSW logo window. To create the triangle, First we have to write FD space 40 and enter. Then next command we have RT space 120, enter. Here you can see your turtle's head has been turned by the 120 degree. Next command we have FD space 40, enter. Next RT again 120, enter. And next or last command we have FD space 40. Okay, and here you can see students, in the main screen your triangle has been created using the MSW logo primitives. Okay, and here I have used only two primitives again, RT primitive and the FD primitive. Okay students, now we will discuss the bookwork of this chapter. Okay, so you have to open the bookwork of this chapter. Now our first book exercise is tick the correct one. So students, in this exercise you have to choose the correct option for the given question. Our first question we have, in the MSW logo, commands and instructions are called dash. So students, here we have to tell what is the other name of commands and instructions given by the MSW logo. Okay, options are primitives, methods and rules. And students, we know instructions and commands given by the MSW logo is also known as primitives. Okay, so A, primitive, this is your correct option, put the right mark here. Next question we have, the bottom part of the turtle is called dash. तो students, आपको बताना है turtle का bottom part क्या कहलाता है. Options are turtle's head, turtle's tail, turtle's home. And students, we know the bottom part of the turtle is known as the turtle's tail. Okay, so this is your correct option, put the right mark here. Next question, which of the following is used to run the commands? So students, here we have to choose which button we use to run the commands in the MSW logo. Okay, options are execute button, halt button and run button. And students, we know to execute or to run the commands in MSW logo, we have to click on the execute button. Okay, so this is A, execute button, this is your correct option, put the right mark here. Now we will move to our next book exercise, which is fill in the blanks. So students, you have to fill these fill-ups from the given options. Okay, these are your given options. So our first fill-up is, the main screen window of the MSW logo holds dash. Students, in the main screen window you can see a triangle shaped icon which is known as the turtle. Okay, so here you have to write turtle. Next fill-up, the topmost bar in the MSW logo window is called the dash. Students, we know at the top position of the MSW logo window we have the title bar. Okay, so here you have to write title bar. Next fill-up, the turtle is always placed in the dash of the screen. Students, we know the turtle's home is present at the center location of the main screen window. Okay, so here you have to write center. Next fill-up, the pointed part of turtle is called turtle's dash. Students, we know turtle has two parts, bottom part and the top part, and the top part of the turtle is known as the turtle's head. Okay, so here you have to write head. Next fill-up, the RT primitive turns the turtle's head to the dash by 90 degree. Students, we know the right primitive turns the turtle's head in the right direction by the 90 degree. Okay, so here you have to write right. Okay students, now we will move to our next book exercise, which is write capital T for the true statements and capital F for the false statements. So our first statement is, the turtle never moves in back direction. No students, to move the turtle in the back direction we have the back primitive. Okay, so this statement is false, you have to write capital F here. Now next statement, in the MSW logo calculations can be done. Yes students, you can use the MSW logo for doing calculation, printing text, etc. Okay, so this statement is true, you have to write capital T here. Next statement, the horizontal scroll bar allows us to scroll the page left and right. Yes students, we know MSW logo window has two scroll bars, horizontal scroll bar and the vertical scroll bar. And you can use the horizontal scroll bar for moving your page in left and right direction. Okay, so this statement is also true. You have to write capital T here. Next statement we have, the commander window holds command input box. Yes students, in the commander window we have three components and command input box is also the component of the commander window. Okay, so this statement is also true. You have to write capital T here. Next statement, you can press enter key to execute the commands. Yes students, if you want to execute your commands or run your commands, then you can click on the execute button or you can simply press the enter key. Okay, so this statement is also true. You have to write capital T here. Okay students, now we will move to our next book exercise, which is write the commands for the following shapes. Students, here you can see the first shape. To create this shape, first we have to write FD space 30, then you have to press the enter key. Okay, this command move your turtle in the forward direction by the 30 steps. Okay, next command RT space 90, then enter key. Okay, and this RT90 command will turn the turtle's head in the right direction by the 90 degree. Next FD space 20, then you have to press the enter key. Okay, this last step will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 20 steps. Okay, then this shape has been created on the main screen window of the MSW logo. Okay, now we will see the next shape. This is your shape. Okay, to create this shape in your MSW logo, first we have to write FD space 20, then you have to click on the enter key. Next LT90, this LT90 command will turn the turtle's head in the left direction by the 90 degree. Next command FD space 30, then you have to press the enter key. Okay, this command will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 30 steps. Next we have RT90, and in last we have FD space 20, which will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 20 steps. Okay, so these are the steps to create this shape. Okay, now we will see our next shape, the shape number 3. To create this shape, we have to write commands in the command input box. So our first command is RT space 90. Okay, this command will turn the turtle's head into the right direction by the 90 degree. Okay, next command that we have to write FD space 30. This command move the turtle in the forward direction by the 30 steps. Okay, next command LT space 90. This will turn the turtle's head into the left direction by the 90 degree. Next command FD space 30. This will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 30 steps. Next RT space 90. This will turn the turtle's head in the right direction by the 90 degree. And last command we have FD space 30. This will move your turtle in the forward direction by the 30 steps. Okay, when you write these all command in your command input box, then this shape has been created in your main screen window of MSW logo. Okay students, I hope you have understood the bookwork of this chapter. Now we will go to the copy work of this chapter. Okay students, so you have to complete the copy work of this chapter in your computer notebook in neat and clean handwriting. Okay, now we will start the discussion of this copy work. Chapter 8, Introduction to MSW logo. Answer the following questions. First question we have, what is the MSW logo? MSW logo क्या होता है? The answer is, the MSW logo is a simple programming language used for drawing images, printing text and doing calculations. So students, MSW logo आपकी एक simple programming language है जिसे आप use करते हैं for drawing images, doing calculation and for printing the text. Okay, now we will move to our next question. Question number 2. Write the commands to turn turtle in right and left direction. Okay, so here you have to write the commands by using, you can move your turtle in left and right direction. Okay, your answer is, to turn turtle left you have to write LT command, and to turn turtle right you have to write RT command. Okay students, now we will move to our next question. Question number 3. Which command is used to move the turtle back? टर्टल को बैक डायरेक्शन में मूव करने के लिए हम कौन सी कमांड को यूज करते हैं? द आंसर इज BK or back command. Okay, so if you want to move your turtle in the back direction, then you have to use the back command. Okay, now next question, question number 4. Which location in the main screen window is called turtle's home? मेन स्क्रीन विंडो की किस लोकेशन को हम टर्टल्स होम कहते हैं? द आंसर इज द सेंटर ऑफ द स्क्रीन इज कॉल्ड द टर्टल्स होम. सो स्टूडेंट्स, MSW लोगों की मेन स्क्रीन विंडो का जो सेंटर पार्ट होता है, सेंटर लोकेशन होती है, विच इज नोन एज द टर्टल्स होम. ओके, so I hope you have also understood the copywork of this chapter. So thank you students, have a nice day.